Thanks everybody for joining us again. This is officially our second video for meet our sponsors and support groups and all that other good stuff. So Creed Spillane, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview. We really appreciate it. And Creed, we'll start off because I want to get a little bit deep with you, okay? But let's start off with your business, Quantum Residential. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Quantum Residential Group, I opened 10 years ago. I've been in real estate 22 years, but this company was specifically created to help buyers and sellers, but also builders and investors. So we do development work, but we also do your traditional real estate brokerage, like any realtor out there. Our team can help you find the right home, help you sell the home that you've loved, and any other investment properties in between. So we try and make it one-stop shopping.
Awesome. And 10 years in Colorado Springs, right? Awesome. What's your proudest sale that you ever did?
Oh, my proudest was actually a hotel. It was a brand new hotel. The seller didn't know he wanted to sell it, and the buyer was looking for one, and I brought them together, and they were both happy at the closing table. So that was a great one.
Awesome. Well, this is a great relationship that Bakhita Mountain Home has. Quantum's been with Bakhita for
years. I think we're about 4 or 5 years in now. I just started helping with things to get the house open and to have some public awareness among some of our local civic leaders. And then from there, I was invited onto the board where I served until they asked me to serve as board president, which I'm doing now.
Awesome. And I know you do, I'm sure we can talk for hours. I know you do a lot outside of work, but what was it about Bakhita specifically that you said, I want to invest some of my heart into this?
Unfortunately, there's several people in my life that I know who have been touched by the sad consequences of human trafficking. And so I was aware of it. I had tried and been supportive of measures against human trafficking at a national and international level. But when I found out that Bakhita was here locally, that's really what won me over. I was so excited to know that even locally, we recognized the need. And sadly, we even saw the need in our community.
Yeah.
So that's really what got me excited once I found out that we had local efforts to mitigate the needs of those survivors.
Awesome. And something many people may not know is that not only are you financially supportive in a bit for sponsoring events and things like that for Bakhita, but you're also the board president. So tell us, how did you get talked to be the board president for Bakhita Mountain Home?
I think I was the youngest one in the room, and so they said, he looks like he has energy. Let's put him to work. But that's only half true, perhaps. Again, a lot of it was the ability to connect Bakhita to other civic leaders in town and other companies with whom I've had great relationships and with whom I knew that they would also be interested in supporting Bakhita. And so those relationships proved very helpful at the onset, getting Bakhita open and getting the right exposure into Colorado Springs and the surrounding area. So I believe that was the initial reason they did it.
Yeah.
They knew I had my company here, my family here. I was here to stay. I wasn't going to be transferred away, or I wasn't going to be retired.
You were going to escape.
No escaping. I'm here forever. And so I think all those variables just said, you know what? He's going to be here for a long time. Let's make it useful.
Awesome. And it being, I like to say behind the scenes, right? People all in the community or whoever gets to know Bakhita Mountain Home knows just a little bit about it, right? They know that there's a house, it's confidential. They know that we provide services and all those little things. What is something as board president you would want to, seeing behind the scenes, what would you want people to know?
I'd like them to see that Bakhita's impact is much larger than just one home or 5 residents at a time. You and the other caseworkers with Bakhita have made it possible that when a need is determined, and maybe we don't have a place for them, maybe it's just not that time for them, they're not in a place to come into the home, that we can refer them to other services, we can put them in touch with other programs, and so they get put into the pipeline of a network of solutions and a path forward. And that you don't usually see.
Yeah.
Again, you think one house, you see a small organization, but the impact has already been much, much bigger than that. And so I'm always excited when the community gets to meet you and the rest of your team for everything that you're doing behind the scenes that we don't see on a report and we don't see on camera. And so I really appreciate all of that.
Awesome. And it's one of those things that, typically when you see somebody that's on a board of directors, right, they're on the board, they provide some of those behind the scenes pieces like, hey, I'll volunteer at the walk, or I'll volunteer at the gala, or go to a tabling. And you actually put your money where your mouth is, right? So you actually take it to the next step and sponsor some of these events. So sponsoring something like the upcoming walk, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to your family?
I think there's so many different levels to which we can be engaged in good causes around us. And the longer we're there, we always need to recognize where we grow individually and where we can take things to that next level. So like I said, originally I was just helping them with some things at the house. And then as there were more opportunities to do more good, why would I say no to that? The walk is a great way to introduce more and more people to the awareness of human trafficking, but also the solutions that Bakhita Mountain Home is bringing to bear to help with those challenges. And then we get to see other like-minded individuals in our community, companies, organizations, people and their groups and families. And so you really get to meet some wonderful people who are also recognizing the need to support Bakhita. And so that's been great for me. As you mentioned, I always bring my children with me. It's a fun tradition. We always build our summer schedule around it. And so when we have these opportunities to help, not just one way, not just mailing a check, but ways that get us to connect with other people who also care, then it really becomes a community. And that's what we want. We want a bigger community.
Excellent. Excellent. And then diving a little bit more in the walk. So people watching that may be on the fence about going to the walk, or maybe they can't make the walk, or they're just, do I want to spend money to go to this? It's going to be, maybe hot, whatever the case may be. What would you say to them? Why should they get registered? Why should they take those steps? And why should they come out to support Bakhita?
Sure. And it's a fair question. Everyone's busy. There's so many other things you can be doing on a Saturday morning. Fortunately, it's a beautiful campus, really a wonderful environment to be in. It's there on the west side, right against the foothills, just a beautiful environment that they welcome us to. So that's one thing, just a great place to be on a Saturday morning. As I mentioned earlier, you get to meet wonderful people that you otherwise don't get to see. When you stay at home, you don't get to meet the extended community that you have around you. I also love that we have the option for virtual walkers. So they can still donate online, and hopefully we'll get to meet them at another event. But it does help them start to plug in to what Bakhita is doing, recognize that their support is valuable and making a difference. And then hopefully we do have other opportunities that maybe they'll be more open to. If not the walk, we've got other great events and opportunities to solve. And if not this walk, we'll see them at the next walk.
Awesome. Do you personally plan on doing the walk, or are you going to brave it and do our first 5K?
I have to do the walk because otherwise I will outpace my wife and all my children. So I would be running it alone if I was on the 5K. So this year at least, I'm committing to the walk, but I'll see if the kids want to get up to the 5Ks.
I'm probably going to be on the golf cart. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Okay, so I have a couple more things for you. This one, this is just a surprise. Okay, so I want to just do a rapid fire. I'm just going to give you two topics. You just throw out your answer.
That's
okay. Now I would say coffee or tea. I already know you're not a coffee or tea
hot
person.
Chocolate.
Yeah, so hot chocolate. Mountains or beach?
Mountain.
Awesome.
But my wife loves the beach, so I end up doing both.
Oof.
Yeah.
You probably have to go with her though, like her choice. Probably a safe bet, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I bet. Favorite local restaurant?
Oh, favorite local restaurant? Oh, that's hard. We have some really good ones, and I've found some really great ones.
If you could only go to one,
if I can only go to one, oof. This is hard.
I told you, this is why I didn't give you the answers ahead of time.
Oh, boy. Okay, Rabbit Hole is a really great one. If I have guests with me, we're going to take them to the Rabbit Hole. If they're here for one night in Colorado Springs, we go to the Rabbit Hole downtown.
Does the Rabbit Hole have a specialty dish that you are like, this is the one I get every time?
No, I like to mix it up because I've never gone wrong. So anything on their menu, I trust it.
Okay.
But the environment is amazing. They've got some great desserts as well there. And it's unique. I mean, you have to go down underground to get to it.
It's pretty wild.
It's a fun.
And I heard it was once a morgue.
Oh, perhaps.
That's what I heard.
Whether intended or otherwise.
That's what I heard. First job.
My first job was with Duke Photography in Phoenix, Arizona. It was a photography studio, and they would hire teenagers to help with the school seasons, events, prom, things like that. And so that was my first job. That, and then I was working at a radio station in the evenings doing custodial work. So that's what I did as a 14 and 15-year-old.
Wow. Now, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or historical, who would it be?
Oh. Present party excluded. Huh?
Okay. I'm not that interested.
Oh. Okay.
See, I'm throwing you for a loop on these. I like it.
These
I like it.
These, I have to think. Okay, historically, frankly, I would really enjoy being with George Washington. And I think that's triggered in part because of the 250th anniversary, that a lot of things are at the forefront of late, just recognizing our history. And I think, boy, that there were a lot of unique challenges that he had to face, both militarily, politically, as a husband and father, and I just think, wow, I'd love to find out more about his character and what helped him accomplish all that he did.
Excellent answer.
I'd be interested.
Excellent answer. Hidden talent people don't know about.
How many people are going to see this?
Yeah, well, hopefully a lot of people.
Okay, I play the harmonica.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Like, do you play it good, or you just...
I play it well enough.
Okay.
As far as instruments, it's definitely the instrument that I can play. But that'd be one that most people don't know about.
I think at the gala in November, you're going to have to prove it.
I don't know if harmonica is going to go with my tuxedo.
Favorite thing about Colorado Springs?
Oh, Colorado Springs. Oh, I love these mountains. I love seeing them above us. My wife and I love traveling, but we love coming home and seeing those mountains so that they're so accessible. They're close. They're beautiful. Got nothing like them.
Yeah.
I love our mountains.
Last one. One word to describe Bakhita Mountain Home.
Impactful.
Awesome. Anything else that you'd like to share about yourself or Quantum Residential Group or anything?
I appreciate that Colorado Springs, no matter how big it gets, in any corner we are, whether in professional industry, in our social circles, in local engagement, there is so much good we can do.
Yeah.
It does not take much to move the needle. And I love being in a community that we can have such a big effect and have such a lasting effect in even small ways. And again, we're seeing that with Bakhita. I see that in my company, the effect and the things I get to be a part of there, how quick it is to be able to meet someone and collaborate and really make a change for good in the community. And I've loved seeing that since I've lived here since 1999.
Awesome.
So as big as it gets, it's still a small town.
Yeah.
So
excellent. Excellent. Well, we want to thank you again for all of your support. Again, people don't see behind the scenes, and you put in a ton of work on behalf of Bakhita, supporting the events, just supporting everywhere you can. And we couldn't appreciate it more. And I do want to, as we wrap up, what's the best way for people to find you if they're interested in, looking for a home or real estate or anything like that? What's the best way to?
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. So the simplest is online, okay? Because online you can access us 24/7. So just going to our website will plug you into everything you need. And that's myqrg.com. So myqrg.com.
Got it.
You go in there, you can get an evaluation on your current property. You can request that to find out what it's worth. If it's a good time for you to sell or not, we can generate that for you immediately. You can submit that in the middle of the night and we'll get it to you the next day.
Excellent.
So no lag time there. It introduces you to all of our projects, any of our residential properties, our commercial properties, whatever the service is. That's the best way to get into the pipeline.
Excellent. Well, thanks again for doing this interview. Thanks for everything that you do for Bakhita, and we'll see you at the walk.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
See you then.